I love my life. 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 No, no.
At 34, my biggest risk is not market volatility. It's growing my money too slowly and not having the knowledge that this is what's happening. Guys, this is what's happening. And this hey guys, it's Traveling RN Kimmy here. Welcome back to my channel where we turning nursing paychecks into generational wealth, one investment at a time. Recently, I was watching Dave Ramsey and he said something that kind of left a bubble in like a question mark. And I was like, what? Like, what? Okay, here's the story. So he was talking to someone and they were talking about investments. And he was saying how some people would have their investment with their job and they're like, yeah, I have a 401k. But the question is, do you even know what you're invested in with your 401k at your job? And when he said that, I was like, huh. But then I kind of forgot. So I was at work last night and I was like, okay, let me look it up. Um, let me look it up. And guys, I discovered that in my 401k, 50% of my money was invested in bonds. And if you're close to retirement, that might make sense, but I'm 34 years old. I have like 25 to 30 years before I invest. And that's holding me back. And this is why I say that. So if you're unaware, bonds normally have a return of 4 to 6% a year. So I'm not saying bonds are bad because they're not bad, but for example, let's just give a quick example. So bonds is like driving on the highway at 35 miles per hour, right? And then stocks is like driving on the highway at 70 miles per hour. You're going to get to your destination eventually with both of them, but one gets you there faster. And that is why I was like, oh my God, 50% of my portfolio is invested in bonds. Like, it's absolutely crazy. Let's do another example. So if you invested 10,000 and earned 5% for 30 years, you'd end up with 43,000, right? If you earned 10%, right? This is like having stocks. If you earned 10% for 30 years, you'd end up with $175,000. That's the power of growth over time. So that is why I was like, oh my God, I am one of those people. I got the 401k and I just forgot about it. Didn't do what? Like I said, I'm at a point in my life where I'm actually doing research. I'm actually learning about finance and how this world operates. And I'm like, look at me. I didn't even realize. At 34, my biggest risk is not market volatility. It's growing my money too slowly. Like like I said, I'm going to be a millionaire, but the goal is to be a billionaire and we need to start making smart decisions. So, I'm grateful for the Dave Ramsey show because I've learned so much, but also like I'm grateful for the opportunity that God has given me to open my eyes and realize the little things that I didn't realize was important in order to change our future, in order to create generational wealth. So when I discovered this, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this was in one of my account. I was like, "Let me check the other accounts and see what is there." And it was the same thing, guys. For all the accounts, for any job that I had set it and forget it. And I didn't even know what I was investing in. So the point of this video is, guys, if you have not already looked into what you are investing in when it comes to your 401k, your investment plan with your employer, please go ahead and look at it. And if you don't understand the information, ask. One of the things, and I'm not promoting anyone, but I am a fan of Dave Ramsey, and I listen to the show a lot, right? Like almost every day. And I know that they have investment pros. If you go onto their website, there are investment pros that you can talk to that can teach you what to do. And the main thing is to teach you. You're not just doing something because you're told to do it. You know what I mean? You need to understand why you're doing it. So that is my little spiel for this video. Now I know better. I'm going to do better, as my boyfriend likes to say. I went into these accounts. I redistributed some of my funds, and I made it make more sense to what I'm trying to accomplish. And this is a lesson to myself, and this is a lesson to you guys also. If you don't know where your investments are in for your job, go in there and look it up. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a CPA. I'm not an accountant. So go do your research. If you can't understand it, go find a professional who can explain it to you. But don't just leave it there like I was doing and not realizing what I was missing, what I was losing, because I was basically losing money. I could have been gaining a lot more, making a lot more money on my investments had I known what I was investing in, you know? So I'm just, a travel nurse out here trying to create generational wealth and change my family tree. So that's where we're at. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave those comments down below for anything else. If you guys experience this like switch where you're like, oh my God, I wasn't doing this and I learned something new, leave those comments down below and let me know if you relate to this video. But I hope it was informational enough and that you will hopefully benefit from this. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful and blessed day.